Hello, 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 everybody. Come on in the house. Welcome to Love Coach Sessions Live. I'm your host, KTJ, and we're here again to have this conversation. We're talking about dating, talking about love, and talking about relationships. And today we're talking about this topic. Do you know what you want? Whether you are single, if you're in a relationship, you got, boyfriend, girlfriend, or you're married, and husband and wife. The question is, do you know what you want? That's what we're going to talk about today. Just discovering and just fully knowing what it is you want. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. Look, hop in the chat room and share your thoughts on this topic as well. If you catch this on the replay, put your comments down below in the comment section, and I'll address them, and we'll continue the conversation. Hello, Kiana. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for jumping in. She said yes. She knows what she wants. All right. I love that. So let's talk about it, you guys. There's a lot of people who really don't know what they want. Like, when you meet somebody and you're kind of trying to see where they are, and the question should always come up. What is it that you're looking for? What do you want? Right? And you'd be surprised as to how many people actually have no answer to that question. You'd be surprised as to know, like, how many people they've never really thought about what they wanted. Somebody might say, well, I just want a husband. I want to get married. Is that what you want? Or is that the situation you want your life to end up in? Right? Because, like, you don't just want a husband. You don't just want to marry anybody. Right? You want to be with somebody who loves you, somebody that cares about you, somebody who's going to make sure you had something to eat today, somebody who's going to care about how you're feeling. All right. So it's not that you just want a husband, right? There's something more that you want, or a wife for the guys, right? You don't just want a wife, or to have somebody to do stuff for you, or somebody to have sex with. Like there's more that you want behind saying, well, I'm looking for a wife. Hello, Stephanie. Thank you so much for popping in. Kiana said, hello, my favorite love coach. Love you, lady. Yeah, so I think it's important for us to establish this. Like, what do you really want? You want a relationship. Why do you want a relationship? What is it in a relationship that you think that you're going to get? Because listen to this. If you say you want a relationship, there's some things that go into having a relationship and being in a relationship that you got to make sure you're cool with. Okay. One of the things that happens in a relationship is you have to be accountable to somebody. Now, for some of you guys who have been single a while, you're used to just going and doing and see y'all later. I'll be back at some point, right? But you can't do that when you're in a relationship. If you're in a long-term relationship, if you're married, right? You have to be accountable to somebody. You have to tell somebody. Sometimes you got to ask somebody, can I go? Right? I know that's going to rub some people the wrong way. Can I go? Yeah. Sometimes you might have to ask your mate, can you go somewhere? Do you mind if I go out to lunch with my girlfriends? Do you mind if I go out to dinner with go hang out with my guy friends? Right? And that, so if you're not really with all of that, then you're not ready. Look, this actually happens a lot with people who are a little older, who've been single a while, right? Sometimes it can be harder for them to decide to get married because they are set in their ways and they're so used to going when they want to go, come back when they want to come back, and they're not used to somebody telling them what time to come home. You're not my father. Well, guess what? If you want to be in a relationship with somebody, you have to take everything that comes with that. You say, well, I want to be in a relationship. Okay. That means somebody else is going to be in your space. Now, having somebody in your space at first feels good, right? Feels warm, feels nice to have somebody to care. Have some thighs in your bed. Hello, somebody. Right? Feels good. But understand, like when you're in a relationship, you get married or whatever it is, they're always going to be there. Now, are you okay with sharing your space with somebody? Or do you need a big space to share with somebody? For some people, a little 2-bedroom ranch is good enough, right? For other people, they need a big 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom house so that they can spread out and they can, go in their direction and find their peace, right? So, but you have to have these conversations with people, not just have somebody be cute. Like cute is just not enough. Are you ready to do the things that people who are in a relationship do? And you willing to sacrifice? Because guess what? It is a sacrifice. It ain't just going to happen, and it's not just going to be all fun and games all the time. So what do you want? Now, there's a word that is I believe it's a Latin word called decisio, which means making a decision, right? It's decisio, which means to cut off from all other options. Okay. Are you ready to cut off from all other options? Some people are not really ready to cut off from all other options. We call it being exclusive, but sometimes some people are not ready for it to be exclusive. All right. Are you ready to cut off all other options? Some people got ex-boyfriends and ex-girlfriends that are just right there hanging in the wings, ready to jump in at any time, right? Are you okay with your mate talking to somebody else, going to the ex-wife's birthday party? These things are conversations that have to happen. Do you know what you want? Look, here's something that I have discovered. Kiana, I see your comments. I'm gonna jump in there in a minute. One of the things I have discovered is one of the reasons people often don't get what they want is because they don't know what they want. Some people don't get what they want because they never, ever really decided, this is what I want. This is who I am. This is what's going to bring me joy, right? So if you don't know, you're expecting another person to know and to perform it to your specifications when you have not specified what it is and how it should be done, right? Now, some of y'all say, oh, Coach, love Coach Cal. Look, I don't need somebody that I gotta tell everything to do. I gotta tell them to do this. I gotta tell them to do that. Well, sometimes you do have to tell people exactly what it is you want. And sometimes they're not going to do exactly what you want. Are you ready for that? Are you okay with that? Now, I'm not talking about you not getting your basic needs from your mate. Yeah, you should get that. But maybe what if you don't? You gonna walk away? You gonna break up? People break up quick now. if you wake up and they don't like the way your breath smells, they ready to break up with you. Okay, people got 2-week relationships around here, 2-month relationships, and they gone, right? So, but if you decide that you want a relationship, then there are some things that you have to understand. Now, look, here's the thing. If you're in front of somebody and you say, let's say you know that you want a relationship, right? Can you detect if a person doesn't really want a relationship? Some people don't want to hurt your feelings and they don't want to tell you that they don't want a relationship. It's better for them to just go ahead and hurt your feelings. But Can you detect it? Like in the conversation. Now, I'm suggesting that if you're a person who wants a long-term relationship, that you shouldn't even be hanging out with somebody who does not want a long-term relationship, right? Now, somebody gonna say, "Well, I didn't know that they didn't want." Well, why didn't you know before you got to the table? Why didn't you know before y'all been talking for 2, 3 months now? Now you figured out that they don't want a long-term relationship. You have to have your ears open from the beginning. There's language that people use that lets you know where they stand and if they want um, something real and something long lasting. There's a language. There's something that they say. There's something the way that they talk that lets you know if they want it. If everything they saying is about them, me, mine, my other, my me, myself, and I. You say, well, what do you see yourself in 5 years? I see myself being single on the beach, running my business, enjoying life. Well, if they see themselves in the future being single 5 years, guess what? They're probably not thinking about getting with you on a long-term basis. So hear it and proceed on from what you hear. Listen, you women, and look, women are famous for this. A man will tell you A, C, E, go back, FAC, right? And instead of hearing the letters that he called out, you start filling in the letters that he didn't say. B. Oh, I know he probably meant to say B, so I'm going to put B in there. Oh, let me just slide D in there because that's really what he meant. No. What did he say? Look, you can't get it right. You can't get it wrong if you heard what he said, not what you wanted him to say. All right. Listen to what the person is saying. That's how you get to know what a person actually wants. Listen. Mama used to say you got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You need to listen twice as much as you speak. Listen to what the person is saying, and that will tell you what they want. Let me jump into the comments here. My girl, Kiana. Yes, she says she wants peace. Making a decision. She says that they want the fantasy. That's the reason that they feel. That's the reason they fill in the gaps. Asking beforehand eliminates the confusion later. Let me tell you something. Do you know how much confusion could be eliminated later if we just ask the questions? I think sometimes people don't ask the questions because they don't want the answer. They don't want the answer that they know is coming. They just want to enjoy themselves in the fantasy for a little while. Well, you could do that, but you're also wasting time. So it's better to get the truth out and take it and go from there. Kiana says, I'll wait for the man and continue to grow. That's it. You keep working on yourself. I believe that you working on yourself is the most important person that you could be in a relationship with. The relationship you have with yourself. Do you love yourself? Do you care about yourself? Do you care about what happens to your life? Are you focused on the future? How are you adding value to your own life? Look, somebody said, it's the pandemic. I can't go here and I can't go there and I can't join this and that. The question is, what can you do? There's plenty of stuff you can do right from your house that will add value to your own life. You can take online classes. You can take, you can go to college online. You can get certifications. You can advance your life. You can you can learn to play piano. Look, that's one of the things that I've done over the pandemic. Now I did know how to play before, but I'm better now. because I took the time to put that into advancing myself, getting better, doing more, and making more of my life. So the question is, what are you going to do with what you have? What do you want? And are you willing to work on getting that? And Kiana said something really that was good in there. She said patience, right? Sometimes you have to have patience because some of these people don't want what you want. Here's the question. Are you willing to walk away? Man, look, I got a class coming up soon. I want to tell y'all about. This is the stuff I'm going to talk to people about. The person who's willing to walk away is the person who's more likely to get what they want. Look, there's some men. I heard. I don't know if you guys ever heard Steve Harvey tell that story about him and his wife, right? And how she came over and he was like talking to another girl, and she came. She was like, okay. They spent time together, and she was about to leave. He was like, where you going? She said, oh, I'm leaving because you're not serious. When you serious, call me. And he clicked and broke his phone and lost all the numbers. He didn't care. He just focused on her, right? That was a wonderful little story. But the thing that I got out of that story is she was willing to walk away. He wasn't willing to give her what she wanted until she was willing to walk away. Now, somebody else, there's a few other things in that little story you could see too, because somebody could say he was full of scarcity. He was scared to let her walk away. Like there was scarcity in there somewhere, that he felt like she was the only one that could fill the job ever, whatever. Like, we could go on and down those rabbit holes. But the point is that she was willing to walk away. And that got him to come after her even more. Now, for some of y'all, that's going to work. And for some of y'all, that is not going to work. Some people will let you walk away. But even if you walk away with your self-worth. You walk away with your mind knowing that you're not settling, knowing that you're not going to give your life and your time and your energy to somebody who's just going to waste it. I don't care who it is and what it is. Be willing to walk away. The person that's more willing to walk away is more likely to get what they want. So that's you. You want what you want? Do you know what you want? And are you willing to walk away if you don't get it? Now, I know I'm not talking about, if homeboy don't buy you a Fendi bag, homeboy don't get you a Mercedes. I'm not talking about that. Walk away before that. I'm talking about walk away if you don't get the fundamental things that you need in as the person in a relationship. Are you willing to walk away? Walking away is hard. Walking away is painful. Walking away makes you feel like you wasted your time, wasted your effort, wasted your energy. Guess what? The waste stops right there when you walk away. And the building and the rebuilding begins when you're really willing to walk away. All right. Kiana said, I'd rather walk away than wait on a man who doesn't know what they want. Absolutely. So I'm having these conversations in the men's communities about just knowing what you want, deciding what you want. Some men, they just don't know what they want, right? But I also think that women can influence a man to make decisions, like Marjorie did, Steve. You can influence a man to make a decision, even if he's not, if he's unclear. You can say, you know what? I love men who can make decisions. Because if you can make a decision for this, you can make a decision for that. If you can make a decision to be with me, you can also make a decision to protect and to build something meaningful. You're somebody who's not wishy-washy. You're somebody who I can depend on, somebody I can put some stock into. So it all adds up, you guys. All adds up. Yes. Peace of mind. Yes. There's nothing like it. So look, so this last thing I want to tell you guys, I want to tell you I am launching a new program and it's coming out on Sunday. On Sunday, you are the first to hear it. On this coming Sunday, I'm launching a new program. It's going to be live. It's going to be a live program. It's called Finding the One. I'm going to help you find the one. The event is happening on this coming Sunday, and I'll be opening the gates for you to join the program, to get your ticket, and to get into the program. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interactive, and I'm going to help you find. Look, I got 15 years worth of talking to men, right? And I'm bringing all of that, how men think. This one is for the ladies, how men think, and making it happen. So how men think when it comes to dating relationships and how you win. So Finding the One, the program is happening this Sunday, and I want you guys to be in on it. So I'll be dropping the link. If not tonight, I'll drop it tomorrow. I'll pin it to these shows as I do them this week, and I'm excited about it, and I hope that you will be too. All right. Till next time, you guys. Peace and love. Bye.